Okay, hi, this is Robert Hughburn
Newth.
Who's come up from Christchurch to Tauranga, and we're just talking about what it was like to move here and some of the challenges. So, Robert, when did you come to Tauranga?
Would be March of last year.
Yeah, after the February.
After the February one, then we had enough.
Yeah.
Time to go. But even on the September one, after that, we were pretty shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was, what do we do? What do we do?
And what part of Christchurch were you living in?
Papanui area.
Yeah. And so you came up, I think, initially for a few weeks with your wife and some family.
Yes. That was early January. Yes. Yeah. We had some holidays, so we thought we'll take the Christmas holidays then from work and get away from the earthquakes and shakes.
Yeah.
And then we came back down and the February one hit, and that just threw us. We didn't know what we were going to do then.
Did you have your own home, or were you renting?
Yes, we had our own home.
Yeah.
And a few things got... then you had to go through the insurances and EQC, and so did everyone else. Yeah. Yeah, but...
were you red zoned or green?
No. Yeah. We were lucky. Just bought a cylinder, stuff like that, but replaceables. Yeah. But then, when you haven't got a job, then how do you replace these things? So you wait on the insurance. Yeah. But the insurance was, everyone else was waiting on me. So you can't rush things, and we're still doing that now, and feel sorry for them.
So with your job, was that due to the earthquakes, or was it just...
Part of it was due to the earthquake, just the zone that our job was in.
Yeah. And what sort of work were you doing?
Support worker, support care worker.
Right.
And the house that we were in, taking care of our clients, that was going to be stickered. We were waiting for EQC to get on Hornby side of town in Christchurch.
Yeah. So you came up and looked for somewhere to live, or just... we come up, had our 2 weeks holiday, and then we were looking around, and we all liked this area. I'm from this area originally, grew up in the Portuguese and Whakatane, so we thought we'd come here for job opportunities rather than Tikweti, Piu King Country over there. Yeah. And how's it been looking for jobs?
It's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult. More so because I've never had a CV, so I had to get all that stuff done. And,
who helped with that, or just family, or?
Yes, family. Yeah, my older sister lives in Te Kata. She's pretty apt at that stuff.
We have a saw going next door on an airplane overhead. Did you, when you left Christchurch, did you know about the help available for EQC Civil Defence, any financial help?
We learned that whilst we came here.
After you got to Tauranga? Yeah. Were you able to get that financial assistance at the time?
When we got here? Not really. We were, but we were. I don't know. We felt as though we were in a category. When we went to go and apply for this, it was, "Are you sure? Are you really from there?" And went down that line. And
you're really from Christchurch?
Yeah.
Where was that at? Is that at Winds, or?
Yep, Winds was one of them, and there was another place.
Was it Red Cross, or?
I think it was the Red Cross. It was one of those services.
Yeah. Just checking on where you're really from. And were you able to show them documentation, or had you lost it in the...
eventually we had to show them, and now we're back in a line again, a queue, so that just disheartened me, so I thought, I'll go and try and find a job. And then my older sister, she got ill with she had an open heart surgery in Hamilton, so she needed a caregiver, a couple 3 hours a day to look after her. So I moved in with her. There's kiwi fruit going up there, and so I thought, I'll take care of the older sister for, I think the duration was 4 or 5 months, And then whilst I'm up there, when the kiwi fruit starts picking and pruning, I'll jump in there. But they hire the locals first. Yeah. So I've been backwards and forwards from there to here.
When you say there, where do you mean? Whakatane?
From Tukaha, and then I'll come back here. And
and here's Great and Tauranga.
Yes, yes. And still, I go to the Winds and have a look on the board, but I've got to sign up as in the unemployment benefit, and it's just a big hassle. It is. It's a really big hassle.
So what's the challenge there? When to sign up for the unemployment benefit? Is it because if you're able to get 10 hours here and a bit there, and people help you there, is it the difficulty in trying to because you're on the move looking for work all around the place? Why is it a hassle? Is it just having to go in there every week, or transport, or
sort of that? Transport, but now I've got a push bike, so that might make things a bit different, better. But it's...
Or is it just, some people found they'd never been to Windsor before, and so the experience of going and...
Yeah, that was another thing as well when I think about it.
What was another thing?
And I hadn't been to Windsor for a while, so when you go in there, I thought you just grab the job on the board and take it up there. But no, you have to make an appointment, and so I said, I've just relocated, and well, the impression was there's still no special treatment because you're relocated. So I just get, so I'll go and find a job. I'll grab your boots and go and find a job. But I'm going to know what's going on work-wise or mahi-wise around here.
Are you looking for more similar work to what you did in Christchurch, or the care giving work that you were doing?
No, I haven't been in that area. I like the job, but I wouldn't like to do that for more than 5 years. It's just too head draining on basically teaching people who don't want to be taught. And they should be, is the thing our job was. So whilst I was there, good, but I still wouldn't have done it for 5 years. It'd be
So like personally, some people we've talked to found they've moved, but they're still feeling quite stressed about the earthquakes. Has that impacted on you at all, or have you found that you've been able to adjust quite quickly? Or
no, trucks that go past, you give it a house a shake. When we first come out, only Labour weekend even, we were still grabbing the bench tops when we hear a truck go and feel the rumble. We still, both my wife and I, and it's still tricky to get over that.
So how have you coped with some of that sort of...
drink a bit more now. Drink more beer. I'm not really a drinker. So I drink a bit now. So if anyone says, should we have a beer? Okay. But normally, I don't know, special occasions and stuff. Have
you got lots of like family, friends and around, or are they mostly in Christchurch?
No, but most of my family and cousins are up the coast.
Tikaha and
and that's probably why I go there a lot. And because we sort of grew up with earthquakes anyway in the Bay of Plenty, just from tremors from the White Island giving us a bit of a shake. But nothing like what we had experienced in Christchurch. Thought you were tough while you were there. But it's not till we moved away that, we didn't realise how traumatised we were until we moved out. Since we got there, whilst we were there, it was, that wasn't a bad shake. That wasn't a bad rumble. But when we moved away, it affected us, and we didn't realise. Our grandchildren were running up the hallway, and just the sound of their hoofs going on That got us grabbing for the bench again. And that took 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah.
To get over. I know that's just the truck going past, or I know that's just the car coming up the drive. And that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So getting back into work, which I'm guessing you really want to do, just permanently. I mean, how if you're not on the unemployment benefit, you must be financially. Is it friends and family that are sort of helping out?
Yeah,
at the moment. Yeah. Do you get any help through WINS or at all, or they say you have to do this unemployment benefit process of interview and so on?
Yeah, and they advised me to take a course, but then it's getting to that course, and that's why I got a push bike now.
I
always had a push bike, and I just got it out of the lock-up, and I don't really want a course because I don't know. If it'll get me a job, well, okay, but that's just the thing, it's going to get me a job later on. I want to help out, because when I'm here, I'm staying with my daughter in Brereton, and that's all right, but it's not really like our own place. And
they're still kind of transient, I guess, in the way that you're not in your own place, and you haven't got the job that you really want to be able to do, and then there's the transport as well.
And then getting to know this place again, because I've never known Tauranga really. So
how do you find Tauranga? Are you meeting lots of people? Are they generally friendly, or is it stick to themselves, or?
Not too bad. Different from Christchurch or Canterbury. But I don't know. I treat people how I would want to be treated. So I have no problem meeting them, but there is some walls that I've come across, and people have put up the walls in different places as well. But that's their problem and not mine. So.
Now I've seen you here, and you're very much kind of helper and see what needs doing, and you just get on and do things, and you're not a sit around kind of person, just get stuck in. So there must be just the right job out there.
Yes, I just got to probably make a list of the jobs I'm after, but I'm not fussy what I do. It's just from getting them.
So when you first came up, did you get help through civil defence? There's a kind of good grant. There were cheap air flights through New Zealand, and did you know about some of those?
Yes.
You said it was after you got here that you learnt about some, and
it was when we got the we got grants and that to help with our move, our container for our stuff, and paying for that and stuff. But when we come up here, that's when we didn't know where did we go looking for this and all that, needed help that way. It came, but and it was difficult.
So if you had someone, like, I know we had another Christchurch guy, never been to WINS before, never been on an employment benefit before, just didn't want to go there at all ever in his life, because that was like, to him that was, he'd failed and so on. And so one of us went to WINS with him and went through, there's like a 1 hour training course before he got to see a case manager and so on, and he found that challenging, because he felt like as soon as he walked in there, everyone's looking at him, judging him. Why are you here? You failed. You're not, and all of those sorts of thoughts and ideas. But he persevered and kind of went to the training course. I think because one of us went with him, would that be something that you would,
Sounds familiar. That case sounds familiar, because that's how I feel when I've gone in there. Not only
like if someone was with you, would that help to just push through and and get onto their some kind of system, just to have that because basically the unemployment benefit is there just to give people that traction they need while they get back into work, and give them some financial help to live, and so they're not stressed and can go on and get
jobs while they're looking for a job, so you can still be out looking for work.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I had to take care of the older sister, she's apt at all that stuff, you see. So we went in to get some payment from can't remember the services, for the 3 hours for looking after my older sister.
Yeah.
Otherwise they were going to get a support worker, a care worker anyway. So she asked the services, can I get my brother in there, because he might want to move back up here, and they said it was all good. Yep. So we went down that track, but then after the time was up, I came back here to look for a job. But now we're in November and not a good time to look for a job. No one's hiring. And
actually, we're in January now.
Oh yeah, that was, I mean.
Oh, back then when you came back.
When I came back, yeah. So I've been backwards and forwards since then.
Yeah. Right.
Just missed the kiwi fruit picking, pruners down the coast. They're all taken care of, so there's no vacancies there.
Yeah.
But there could be truck driving coming available.
Yeah. Actually, you're not very far from here, from Malimi Street, where there's a few truck companies down there that do that sort of work. Do you have a licence?
Yes.
Yep.
I used to do that.
T licence, whatever it's called. I'm not sure. Yeah. That could be good. Yeah. So just going back to moving here, like emotionally, and physically, health-wise, did you find you were impacted in any way? Some, you mentioned about drink, and some people have found that they've eaten more, and others just find they don't want to be seeing people. But I get you guys seem to be quite, because you've got each other. You seem to be moving forward quite well, and getting on and.
Yes, and we've come to that notion too. We got the first 2 months, gloom and all that here, and that's where we sort of picked up the drinking as well. So on a payday or whatever it was, or one of the cousins from around here come over, we'd like to get on have a beer. Yeah. But normally, no. Eating habits, that's gone out the chute. Yeah.
So is that about wanting to numb yourself, or not, or just a coping way of coping, or what?
Yeah, sort of a combination of both, actually. Numbing the situation, and can't do nothing about the situation, so let's get drunk and let's have a beer. As well as trying to cope. We had 30 years in Christchurch, and now we're like,
But your whole life is just
it's been an upheaval. So adjusting here now, and we know people, whānau, cousins and sisters are here, but it's still like.
So what, if you looked at your life, say in a year's time, what would you want it to look like, compared, say, to now? Just as a plan forward, are you able to think, is it every day, one day at a time still? Because for some it is, some are able to get back and going,
it's sort of one day at a time. I would like, probably in a year's time, I'd like to be having probably knowing that I'm working and got an income coming in for the wife and I, and just to help out the daughter for what she's been doing for us and housing us and stuff. Getting on track would be the one.
It's hard, eh? Sometimes just getting our lives back up and going again, and I know, because I've been there, done that too, and sometimes it takes a long time, and
I don't hate the world. I was just like,
well, it's a massive thing you've gone through, and even leaving the city, and it's a really brave, courageous, gutsy thing to have to do, to leave behind you, like you said, 30 years
and
of
we
life.
didn't want to do that. And we didn't want to do, and then everyone down there that we know of is like, hard enough, and we wanted to, but then, like, come on, common sense says that our health, like, we're all getting scared. My grandchildren were getting scared. And I thought, this is not healthy. This is not healthy, so let's get out of here. And we were fortunate because we could leave Christchurch and go somewhere.
Because you were renting too, weren't you? Yeah. So you didn't have your own property that you had to wait around and see whether it's going to be red or green sticker or Yeah.
But those who were born there, like, they got to stay there. They got to buy a house or find a place there. Whereas we had the opportunity to move out, to come home, so to speak.
So it's good you took that. You got here and all the other structures in place. So what's helped you is like family support. Obviously,
family.
Initially, Red Cross and others that
they become a big help, and then with the wife's side, Wins as well. Helping her to find employment and stuff.
So she's working.
She's just landed a full-time job. She got notice 2 days ago.
That's fantastic.
So when school starts back, she'll be working.
Is she working with us at a school?
Yes. She's a teacher.
Oh, that's fantastic. Is it primary school teaching?
No, it's right up to high school. She can teach bilingual, both Māori and English.
Which school?
Matapihi.
That's great.
She went out for the interview with the principal.
Yes.
And she just says where it is situated is like neat.
Yeah, it is. Really neat. It's a really great school, isn't it?
I haven't been there yet. I've seen the on Google Earth.
You know what? You'll want to live over there probably.
That would be a good idea.
It's a fantastic school. Oh, that's great. Well, I've met your wife and she'd be superb teacher.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She is. She plans her stuff and all that to make it easier. So it all goes down to the training she had and the other 26 students when they were doing their course. Oh, that's great. So she's looking forward to it, and now it's my turn.
You know what? There's I know we talked about getting back into caregiving and some, but there are quite a few organisations here, and even just around here in Gresham, that are involved in social services that are kind of perhaps related to what you were doing, that could be good to link into and see if any of them have got work coming up. And there's actually one right across the road from here called Junction. There's Maryvale Community Centre just up the road behind us. And over in Gresham here there's a trust, one of the members of the Gresham Village Community Association is he's the CEO of one of the organisations in next to Centrepoint. I can't remember the name of the organisation. So there's quite a few around that are involved in helping the community. They're often looking for more people to get involved in, sort of mentoring and working with people to help themselves, which I know you've done in the past. And sometimes it's effective and sometimes it's not. But just around here, there's quite a few organisations. Anyway, so thank you for your time today and for talking to us and